Many people recognize New Zealand as an area boasting breathtaking natural landscapes and offering various outdoor recreational activities. Kiwis are proud to show off their beautiful country to people from all over the world. Here are the top 10 tourist spots in New Zealand. Number 10. The City of Auckland. Auckland is a lively city that serves as the gateway to New Zealand. It is built on a volcanic field that looks out over the Waitemata Harbour. Ferries take people between the busy downtown waterfront and historic places like the Auckland Art Gallery. Walking around Britomart streets, you'll find busy cafes and shops hidden beneath British colonial architecture. To be noticed is the Auckland Museum, which honors Maori and Pacific cultures through artifacts and exhibitions. Beyond the city, you can get to secluded beaches by bike or along the harbors on the Northwestern Walkway. Suppose you want to escape the busy city life. In that case, you can opt for a ferry ride the island of Waiheke, which has wineries, galleries, beaches, and rolling pastoral landscapes. Number 9. The Town of Rotorua. Rotorua is known for its unique geothermal landscape. Over 2 million people visit New Zealand's thermal wonders every year. A highlight is soaking in the mineral-rich pools of the famous Polynesian Spa, surrounded by steaming geysers and thermal cliffs with short bursts of vapor. Cultural performances bring Maori traditions to life through lively songs, dance, and stories passed down from generation to generation. On day tours, you can see the city's most active geothermal areas, like the bubbling mud pools and geysers of Hell's Gate. The brightly colored hot springs in Waimong Volcanic Valley show how thermal activity has changed. Number 8. The City of Queenstown. Queenstown lives up to its name as the adventure capital of the world because it is on the shores of the cobalt-colored Lake Wakatipu and has the famously rocky Remarkables Range right behind it. Taking the Skyline gondola gives you views that stretch from glacier-carved valleys to jagged mountain ridges. Many high-adrenaline things like whitewater rafting through Grade 3 rapids or jumping off the Kawaro Bungee Bridge. For relaxation, some trails wind around beaches and offer picture-perfect lake views, reflecting alpine scenery. In the winter, Coronet Peak and the Remarkables offer some of the best skiing in the world. They have access to 430 km of snowfall yearly and backcountry powder runs. Number 7. Milford Sound, New Zealand. Milford Sound is often called New Zealand's top attraction because of its vast size, shown by its 1,000-meter-tall cliffs and dense temperate rainforests that fill its U-shaped valley. A full-day cruise along its deep, cobalt waters reveals huge waterfalls that drop from steep, forested walls and rare animals like dolphins and penguins. Passing by rocky islands full of seabirds, you can see the towering Meter Peak, which is 1,600 meters tall and rises directly from the Sound. Backcountry hikes that last more than a day, like the famous Milford Track, give you a better look at Fiordland's rugged wilderness. You can reach hidden glacial lakes and alpine vistas open only to those willing to trek through its remote and beautiful valleys. As we reach the middle of our list of the top 10 places to visit in New Zealand, I invite you to join our travel community by subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, we'll let you know about our future episodes, in which we'll talk about other unique places you'll want to experience. Number 6. Franz Josef Glacier. Franz Josef is one of the few glaciers that can be reached. It flows directly from the Southern Alps, just 300 meters above sea level. Near a remote coastal township, on interpretive hikes, people go onto the ice surface to see its vast structures, such as deep crevasses, seracs, and dynamic calving activity. Easy trails wind through a temperate rainforest that is full of native plants and has cascading streams fed by melting ice. During the summer, you can get to its end face by taking short walks that wind between green cliffs, giving you glimpses of the huge sheets of glacial ice grinding through the valley. In this wild area, you can relax in the town's hot pools at night, where there is no light pollution to block your view of the stars. Number 5. The City of Christchurch. Christchurch is rebuilding quickly after earthquakes destroyed parts of the city. The leafy botanical gardens and tree-lined avenues show the city's Anglo-Saxon roots. English Gothic buildings like Canterbury Cathedral stand proudly next to modern facilities downtown. Walking through restored parks, you'll see people jogging and having picnics to enjoy the sunny Mediterranean climate. The move of the cardboard cathedral showed how strong the community was after the disaster. In nearby Kaikoura, lush native banksia trees and historic villages lead to quiet harbors where people swim with resident pods of dolphins in the clear, calm waters. When you want to explore the Banks Peninsula, which has beautiful countryside and rough coastlines, Christchurch is the place to start. Number 4. The Kaikoura. Kaikoura is between the seaward Kaikoura Range and the wealthy South Pacific Ocean on the northeastern coast. It is an excellent place to see marine wildlife all year round. Seeing pods of playful dusky dolphins or fur seals hanging out on remote beaches is a perfect way to prepare for whale-watching boat tours in the afternoon that go through the town's nutrient-rich currents. Expert spotters can find humpback whales quickly, often when they are only a few meters from the ship, and singing, breaching or raising their flukes before diving deep. More tools like underwater viewing domes give different views of these considerable leviathans in their natural oceanic habitat. On hikes along the beautiful coastal track, you can relax by postcard-worthy views of the Pacific. Number 3. The Town of Wanaka. This beautiful alpine town is near the beautiful blue waters of Lake Wanaka. It serves as a resort base for relaxation and adventure activities. The mornings are spent paddleboarding through sheltered bays, looking for waterfowl, and catching a glimpse of the craggy peaks that surround this glacier-carved basin and are reflected in the calm crystal waters. Day trips wind into Mount Aspiring National Park, where Rob Roy Glacier Valley is set against a rough landscape that nature has shaped. Hiking trails through exotic beech forests lead to remote branches of the lake, which offer views of the Tititi Massif. Local wineries let you try Central Otago Pinot Noir and Rieslings, which go well with views of the mountains at sunset when a fiery glow lights up the rough terrain. Number 2. The City of Wellington. The capital of New Zealand is on Cook Strait, and it is a mix of city life and natural beauty. There are a lot of museums, shops, and cafes in the downtown area, which is made up of a tight grid of Victorian houses and new shiny apartments. Visit the Te Papa Museum to learn about Maori culture, nature, and historical artifacts. When you explore the nearby coastal trails, you can get to Golden Bays, where people like picnics and surfing along the rough granite shores. You can reach a destination within an hour's drive, the Marlborough wine region, which has award-winning Sauvignon Blancs and classic vineyards. In the Zealandia Wildlife Sanctuary, rare native birds fly around giant kauri and puri trees. Wellington is a cultural hub, but still has the laid-back coastal charm typical of New Zealand. Number 1. The Abel Tasman National Park. Along the northern part of the South Island, winding coastal roads between golden, powdery beaches offer glimpses of native wildlife. Kayaking trips that last more than a day let you explore its secluded bays tucked into granite cliffs and islands full of seabirds. Paddling enables you to examine narrow channels that lead to lagoons or beaches where people like relaxing when it's sunny. If you don't want to hike, there are other ways to get to pristine beaches where azure waves crash against Rimu and Manuka scrub inhabited by native key parrots. Remote camping coves gave campers peace and nights filled with stars under the Milky Way's brushstrokes. Mangrove-lined estuaries are home to native fish and crabs that hide among the twisting mangroves and salt marsh reeds. Abel Tasman is still a wild coastal area that is yet to be changed. It's a great place to take in nature's slow rhythm. Note that these top 10 are not in proper order. New Zealand is a place like no other. There are natural wonders around every corner that make you feel awe, adventure, and appreciation for our planet. I went to many different places and learned a lot from each one. I came back home with memories and lessons that will last a lifetime. And that's all for today. Make sure to hit subscribe to stay connected. See you tomorrow.